If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it. Welcome to Beacon Pines. So let's find out where to continue, and it's probably the other option that we had before, break, starting with weather the weather. Let's go!
Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Luka stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you'd tell him what? Spit it out, bud. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Nice.
Luka saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So hopefully Rolo won't throw a tantrum this time. So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spike gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Ooh. What? Open sesame? What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. Oh, wait, what? Wait, it's the hazmat suit. Unless, this is a undercover operation, essentially. Or they know more what's going on. That's Heiress Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? I wonder if that's her brother, the mayor. Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Yeah, I think they took that suit. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. Unless it's not the mayor. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand when this all inevitably fails. I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. Who could be in that suit? If it's the thing with like Gran, could it be even Gran? I can't wait to see the look on that rude cur's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. Do they know about what happened with the town too? I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. I'm wondering if this is a red herring, like what they're trying to do is not as bad as what's going on with Kerr in the clipboards. Sound like a band. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Is it Gran? It is. Family.
A chill ran down Luka's spine, his vision blurred.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't Gran that grabbed him, though.
Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luka looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
So she's going to the enemy lair, apparently. ponytail. Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I wonder if something goes wrong in the other paths. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Heiress a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
What's going on? Oh.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
Oh. A Red Riding Hood reference.
Luka sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? ... You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my Gran. That was your Gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Meet up with Rolo at the treehouse. Let's head over there. Ew. Oh. I wonder if Mr. Nuncreed is part of the perennial harvest, essentially. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. Or he's in the know-how, essentially. Especially in that route where he sent Luka down to their lair, I'll call it for now. There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment,
Confused.
almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha 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 ha. Oh no, we're gonna have to pass by him. And it's nighttime. He's gonna be like, what are you guys doing out at this time of hour? I guess, or we just talk to him. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luka, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luka. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, bye, Mr. Nuncreed. Oh, they're out. Now I guess I can talk to her. What's up in the book this time? The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figured intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? Okay. Oh, let me try this with Beck around. I guess nothing this time. Did I do it with Rolo and the balloons? Now I don't know. Check the cafe first before I talk to them. I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Same thing for the diner. No. Dawn's not. The diner looks open. Nah. Well, there's lights, but... Okay. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just a thought, it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. The mayor and hers over there together. I wonder what they're talking about. Words for looks.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without
The
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr lopped his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family, present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perino Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Heh. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So, what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo, he's Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me about this foul harvest thingy, Is. It's a kinda long story. Hit me with the highlights. Oh, are we about to get more info on the foul harvest? Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer? It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died, and that's when shit hit the fan. And something changed. Changed? How? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop and do everything right, and it's sort of crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gone better since Perino Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative? Yup, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put up us in hotels. Oh, that's how they swapped. They put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. So they didn't do it sneakily. That answers everything. We better get going. I wonder how they got Beck's family to move in, though. That's still a question there. We better get going. To the treehouse. Hey, Rolo. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. So he seems to be chill here now. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luka, you know the security concerns we talked about? Oh, did he improve the MCDC? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. That's right. Or is something else he worked on? Oh. They couldn't do that before? Wait, what? My ears. That's squeaking. What? What is he doing? He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Okay, what's with the target? You gonna let us up? Oh, we can throw at it? Oop, and that was no good. Okay, let's try again. Maybe a little back more. A little to the right, like about Beck. Nope, no, it seems a little, maybe exactly where Beck is. Oh, do I have some pressure sensitivity? There we go. Oh, I guess more. There we go. Another one? Yep, one more. Is this moving? Alright, this was pretty good. Or not. I don't think I really have too much control. Unfortunately, it's a little difficult. Oh god. There we go. Now we are allowed to go in. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk? Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luka, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Oh, Luka, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luka sucked in a long breath.
Here we go. So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe there were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. In this case, you keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. Good point. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let me go and I ran. Dang, that's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Heiress Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rolo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There was an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse? You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit? And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Heiress Valentine? This is trying to paint them a little bad picture to them. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rolo and Luka shot back a look.
Hey, it's keeping things interesting for her. No no offense. And so, we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. Could technically be replaced, but I still don't think it was her either. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? First of all, there's something weird about some of the jam though, Rolo. I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. No questions asked, Luka. It's been years since I've seen her. Luka, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luka gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. Sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luka, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. Oh, maybe we'll get into one of the rooms. Oh, maybe we'll get into like the parents' room at least. And there was maybe a closet or a bathroom. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? To be fair, Luka, you haven't even noticed that this isn't really Beacon Pines. That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Next day.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair.
Ew, lair. Interesting.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luka walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
That is fair. Oh, what time is it? Did he sleep in a bit? Alright. Ooh. Sweater weather. I'm coming. Yeah, here's the two rooms. Friends? Yep. I see. Rolo has a detective hat. Rolo, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Wow, Beck. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. I didn't really check back there, but okay. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luka and Beck
Detective
rolled their
time.
eyes as Rolo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rolo
In the
flung
jam.
open the cabinet with confidence.
I don't know about
He
that.
coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we are looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Alright. This is... Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the ovens. She keeps that fire going every day, Rolo. Drat! May already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luka, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. We gotta find a key, I'm guessing. Look who stands to reason now. Dot, dot, dot. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I am going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I will break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luka's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted and turned toward the kitchen.
Here they go. Oh, that. Alright, Rolo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luka scrambled up Rolo's back.
Stepping stool. Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
It hides a passage to the secret room. Probably not. Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh, hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
pulled on one of the teacups.
I was joking.
It slanted forward with a hollow click.
I guess there was a secret room.
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Well then. Seems like your Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Oh wait, the faucet's running. Is that from me the other times? Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiratist vibe? Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. So I think Gran might be investigating and keeping tabs. Wait, what? Sorry, I just saw this. Come on, trophy! Or not. It was worth a shot. What do we have here? Barrels mark caution explosive. Probably a plan to explode something. And jam jars? Maybe they were transporting whatever those jams to the Mr. Tolliver and the dining lady. Maybe it was part explosive stuff in there? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. Is it? What kind of incendiary jam is your Gran making? Ooh. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out. Yeah, I
Rolo
think that might
casually
be.
spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Don't eat it. But yeah, I think that might possibly be what she was sending to those two. Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And ink? Ew. What?
Rolo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Or it was a method for messages? Aha!
Rolo offered the slimy note to Luka and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A Grand Jam Gram? That's a mouth word. It says, Last night, I used the disguise Heiress provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Okay, so it is for just messages then. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You are new here, so I'll let it slide, Rolo. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. At least he admits it. I guess there's this file cabinet and this board. Maybe the key could be in this file cabinet. Alright, let's check this board out first.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town,
Ooh, let's see what we got here.
interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your Gran a serial killer? Cause I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. I wonder what that means. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. She doesn't know what they're up to. They're just new. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Oh. Heiress has a question mark, but that's been crossed out. Kinda in the no. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. Yeah, that sounds right. The killer has chosen her next victim! We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Interesting. Interesting that Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. Okay, what's in this
Luka
file
jostled each
cabinet?
cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
Oh, his dad.
For a long moment, he just stared at it.
Yeah. What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luka nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rolo swiped the folder from the drawer and began
Rolo.
leafing through the pages.
Maybe it was best, though, for him to take a look through it before Luka does.
He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in a dense document. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malice. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. Could this be someone that worked at the Valentines? This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rolo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kinda disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Oh yeah, I think he's a pharmacist. He definitely owns a drugstore. Wait,
Rolo's finger traced across the page.
or does both? There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something
Rolo
else.
scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. Could it be like the ooze? And with his wife passing, And Terrence's condition follows close behind, exasperated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luka, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say
Rolo
next?
rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. Because he wants to take matters into his own hands, and that was essentially that night 6 years ago, and he died. What? There has to be more.
Luka frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Nah, probably not. Luka, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luka slammed the drawer shut.
Oh, now we can look at this.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
I wonder if this will give it away. Cool! This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. Oh, and if we follow it,
Rolo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to
He jabbed down at the end point.
town square. That's the fountain in the middle of the town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rolo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. Now, I'm questioning... That might not be the Beacon Pines here, though, they were planning to explode. Unless there's some connection to the fountain and this Beacon Pines to the other one somehow. So, it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival! Go! Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival! I think it's the old Beacon Pines. They think that map is for here, though. So it keeps trying to paint her in a bad light to them. Not if we stop her. Uh-oh. Wonder if it's gonna be like, they go there, but she's not there. What was that?
Luka looked up from the map.
Gran may have came home earlier? What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
Wouldn't it be good to hide too, though?
Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
I wonder if the cabinet upstairs is still open too, to the hideout.
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
I'm gonna imagine it's Gran, but who knows?
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Oh, who is it? And it's not Gran. Oh, have they had access too? Interesting that he's here right now, though. Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep.
Yeah, it was left open.
As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump,
Yoo-hoo!
thump,
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
thump,
I'm just here to help. Just...
thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh? Guess it's nothing.
Rolo shifted suddenly.
Dot, dot, dot.
Luka gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth. Stay still.
Rolo, don't.
It was too late. Rolo was already inching toward the stairway.
I gotta get caught?
He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Rolo. Flame into the can coop!
With all his weight, Rolo tackled the man to the ground.
Oh boy. Rolo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Did he knock him out unconscious, though? Holy crap, Rolo. That was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luka scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground.
They're not going to turn the lights on.
Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
Not dead. You sure clobbered him good, Rolo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luka and Rolo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver? Hey gremlins, if you're loving my content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Your support helps me keep creating more content for you all. And don't forget to share and leave a comment too. Let's grow this community together. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on being you.